Radiant Black is a series that I have talked ad nauseum about on my channel. This is a series that encapsulates everything that I want in a modern day contemporary superhero comic book. And today, I am giving you an overview of Radiant Black Massive Edition, Book 1. This is the 1st through 12 issues by Kyle Higgins, Marcelo Costa, and Becca Carey. This thing is a chunky book. Look at it. There is the spine. There is the back. And yeah, Black Market Narrative is the name of the company, the imprint under Image. Actually, I think it's just a company, but it is $44.99 MSRP in America. And of course, $59.99 Canadian. There is the back of it, and there is the spine. Radiant Black by Image, Marcelo Costa. I love the little Radiant logo there. You got Book 1, Higgins, Costa, Carey on the spine. I do want to point out, look at that. It's stitched, baby. Excellent, excellent build quality. And as you can see, Radiant Black there, he is shiny, along with the little logo, the Radiant Black logo as well. Whew, okay, let's crack this bad boy open and see what we've got. All right, flip through. You got a nice little navy page, Radiant Black there, beautiful. Some excellent artwork from Marcelo Costa. Massive Edition, book number 1. I will be talking a little bit about what this story is about and a little bit of the plot of the first several issues. Not going to give away any big, huge, major plot point spoilers, but I do want to give a general synopsis because I absolutely love this series. Created by Kyle Higgins and Marcelo Costa. Co-writers, you got Cherish Chin, Joe Clark, Megan Camarena, and then you got guest artists Eduardo Federico, David Lafuente, and French Carlo Mongo. You got several colorlists here: Natalia Marquez, Miguel Muerto, Igor Monti, Rod Fernandez, Mattia Iacano, and then you got color assistants, Rod Fernandez, Sabrina Del Grasso, letterers Becca Carey on the entire series, and she does an excellent, excellent job. Editor and designer is Michael Bushittel, and production artist is Wesley Griffin. But here we'll keep going. Not So Secret Origin. Book number 1. We get started. So basically, let me give you a little synopsis of this. Our main man, Nathan Burnett here. As you can see, he's got about $40,000 in credit card debt. And he is a struggling, I will say struggling. I don't want to say failed, because you're not failure until you give up. But he is a struggling writer who moved out to LA, who is now trying to have to move back in with his parents in Illinois. So he is a 30-something, early 30s, and he's having to move back in with his family. And the stress and the pressure of LA just got to him. Basically, though, this can go for any type of situation, whether you're a millennial or not. I think, obviously, this book is aimed at millennials, which, spoiler alert, folks, I am a millennial, so I resonate big time with this. There's, I don't know, a lot. This book hits home. You got the huge, beautiful Radiant Black logo, splash, double page splash panels. You got him coming home to his mom. But basically, we get introduced here right off the rip to his good friend, Marshall Ward. And these two are basically old school buddies from high school. And Marshall encapsulates kind of a smart-ass character who, he talks smack. He does a lot of things. He talks smack a lot, but he never left his hometown, right? However, Nathan here chased his dreams. Whether he failed or succeeded is beyond the point. He went out, does his thing. Marshall really respects him, but Marshall is a foul mouth, just kind of crap disturber, I'll say. But we see here they come upon just this floating black hole, essentially, And they're like, they're after a long night of partying, and you can see here they've been drinking. But basically, right here, Nathan touches it, and he immediately transforms into who we know and love, Radiant Black. Bam! Such an awesome and iconic image. If you haven't read it, obviously it's not iconic to you, but holy smokes, this series is amazing, folks. The gutter loss is pretty good in this book, too. I want to show you here. They do a really good job. Really no gutter loss at all, pretty much. So excellent kudos to them there. But Marshall, being Marshall's got some wisecracks here, and they get in trouble. And all of a sudden, the cops come, and Radiant Black is able to... His abilities, I guess, are gravity-based, so he can kind of control gravity. So he can... Here, you see, he's picking up the train and these cops as the train was about to barrel and kind of hurt them. But thankfully for him, Marshall's talking some smack to the cops, because that's kind of who he is. He's a bit of a wild card. He's a bit of a jokester. A little bit of a loose cannon, you could say. And later on in the series, that comes into a huge, huge play. I don't want to spoil much of anything, but this, I will say, has one of the most intense and insane twists in comic books that I've ever read. And if you've already read this series, you know what happens. But basically, Nathan here has some going to protect, Radiant Red here. Maybe a bad guy, maybe not. This is first issue, but they're robbing a bank. Pretty crazy. Better Off Red is chapter 2, and it's just awesome. It picks up from here. Nathan Burnett's parents are super duper supportive. His dad wants him to get back on the horse and continue, get back into the writing game. And Nathan plans to come home, save money, and continue writing. Does he end up becoming a famous writer, or at least, a working writer? We have to read to find out. But Nathan and Marshall's entire existence, and that is a little bit of a nod to the book there, but, they are best buds, thick and thin. And cops show up here wanting to know what the heck's going on. But this book is absolutely phenomenal. The art is great. Marcelo Costa absolutely crushes it. You have pages like this with, kind of talking head situations, but it's very intriguing. And then you turn the page, and it's this huge splash page where Nathan is, going Radiant, and we have a confrontation with Radiant Red. There's other characters in the Massiveverse too. So there's a ton of different characters. There's Radiant Red, Radiant Pink, Radiant Yellow, Inferno Girl Red, the Dead Lucky, No One, who wasn't actually introduced into this series at all, but is a part of the same universe, the same multiverse, if you want to call it that. But we also have... There's other characters too, Rogue Sun. But there are a host of characters. I especially think if you are a millennial, and I don't want to put too much emphasis on the fact that this is a book about a millennial, because I think any age person could enjoy this book, especially if you are struggling and down on your luck. This book could definitely speak to you in a different way, but I think this book and this series is just one of the best. We have a couple pages here from Nathan's book that he's writing, that he ends up deleting all of it, but I absolutely love it. We learned so much in the first several issues of this book about what it means to be Radiant Black and what it means to be a part of the Radiance. There's, if you like Power Rangers, this is going to be for you, because Kyle Higgins used to write Power Rangers back in the day. So you definitely want to check out Radiant Black. This is the massive edition, book 1. It encapsulates the first 12 issues of Radiant Black. I am so stoked. I've been waiting so long for this book, though. It's got, excellent spine there. And the back, it's very minimalistic, but it is super awesome looking. There is another version of it that you could have bought from Black Narrative website, and it has a slipcover. This obviously did not. I just picked this up from my local comic shop. Had it pre-ordered and everything. But yeah, Radiant Black, massive edition, book number 1. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want me to do more of these videos, let me know in the comment section. I can definitely start doing more of these. I have Extremity by Daniel Warren Johnson that I could review. But thank you all so much. And until next time, I will catch you all on the flippy flop. Adios!